Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, one of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So North Carolina's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Fires quickly. Sweet cut there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Trying to run, it's Jackson. There's a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Running inside, it's Hall. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And coming onto the field now is Mark Fletcher. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out to that?
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Mensa fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning on the Jets. 10. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's O'Neal. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. The play fake. Got his man on the outside. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Sets up 2nd and 4.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Here's Mensa to throw. Hauls it in. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the...
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Past the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Quick give. It's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Tar Heels want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Pulls it and fires to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Sees a crease. Turning it on. They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Out wide right, it's Thurman. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Makes the grab. Spinderella. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. And the Canes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Hand it to the back. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
A little release to the back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards. First down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Snapped on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Throwing, Mensah. In traffic, it's Vaughn. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. On the RPO, got it. At the 45, on his way. He's loose on the right. To the house. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 94, Celtic kicking away.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Takes the easy completion. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Jackson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll ride him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Changing the routes with his receiver. Fighting off the defender. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Obviously didn't like what he saw in first down, and they use the timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Plows his way ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As productive as these 2 offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Lofton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Lofton. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
On target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say, mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Mensah trying to barrel in. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the single back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Could not make his way to the corner. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Caught on the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Tar Heels head coach at the half. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Right back to the well. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Right at the line. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on. Turns it upfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Fires quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Trying to squeak through the pile. Shakes off the defender. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stacked. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll run him again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Tight end now in motion. Rides to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Churns into the pile. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sends it back in motion.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Pushes ahead. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Moving the pocket, it's O'Neal. Out wide right, it's Thurman. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The first down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Got to make the play on 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tar Heels sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Quick give. Showing off the arms. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Powers inside. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Makes the grab. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to the run, it's Hall. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this deep.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Breaks into the open. Run ends there.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. It kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Runs through a tackle. Could be an alley. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Reels it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots for the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Right side, it's Hall. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Wants to throw again. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Tries again to get it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, North Carolina! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A quick pass to the left. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hand.
Snags it, and he's open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining. The Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They give it to him again. Fights off a defender. Pass to 6. Maybe a crease. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.